Morning guys, good to see all of you. As you see, I'm still in my run, but let's talk for a while. I'm here right now at UP, the University of the Philippines, to have my run in the morning, and I thought maybe we can talk a little bit about thinking positive. I don't want to sound like one of those self-improvement gurus or people that are in the mid-20s and thinking they are the best life coaches already, but it's actually common sense anyway that thinking positive is a very helpful tool or a very helpful state to be in. There's a German saying and it says, as you shout in the forest, so it echoes back. And the meaning is something like, what goes around comes around. So when you are thinking positive, when you are being positive with other people, when you are friendly, when you are inviting, it's very likely that they are open to you as well, that they like you as well, and that this goodness, so to speak, comes around to you. In The Secret, it's called the law of attraction. I think different people and different cultures call it a little bit differently. But it's actually common sense that when you are being positive, you encounter more positive things and you are kind of attract positive things rather than all this negative stuff. On the other hand, when you are being critical, when you are being negative, when you are being sad and tired and have no excitement at all, your lack of joy, it's very likely that when you go into your daily life, that you will encounter more difficulties and more problems than others. Why am I telling you this? Because I just made this experience last week and it was actually kind of funny. My wife and we had to go to the immigration office. So the immigration office is in Intramuros, so it's quite a long way from our place. And we haven't slept very well that night, so we were tired. But anyway, we decided to take the bus and public transport rather than the taxi, which is the more expensive, but also the more like relaxing way. You can read and stuff. But we wanted to do a like genuine Filipino style traveling by bus and everything. But because we were tired, there were already a little bit of stress hormones in our bodies. So when we were in the bus was completely full, and I'm very tall, so I stood like this in the bus for quite a while. A little bit more stress hormones came into my body. Then the conductor, we told him where we wanted to go, and he said, well, this is not the right bus, but he will tell us where to drop us off so that we can take another bus to Intramuros. We believed him, but when I looked on my map, we were not in the direction of Quiapo anymore, or Intramuros. We were in Cubao, totally different area in Manila, as far away from Intramuros as the place where we are living. So I asked him, and he just kind of threw us out of the bus because that is the wrong bus. But he also charged us way too much, so we were driving the bus maybe for 30 minutes and we paid 100 pesos. So I was waiting for my change, but he didn't give it back to me, he wanted to keep it. A little bit more stress hormones came into my body. So we were in Cubao. I have never been in this place before, and my cell phone, I didn't have signal, so no reception. I couldn't look up in the internet which bus to take or MRT or anything. A little bit more stress hormones. So we just decided to take a taxi, and when we recognized that it's the same price because it's the same distance than it would have been from the place where we were living, we were even more upset. Then we asked one taxi driver after another if they can take us, and I think 5 or 6 just refused because, well, too much traffic, too far away. So I really got like upset. But finally we found a taxi driver who took us to Intramuros. I had to wear long jeans for the immigration office because you're not supposed to wear shorts or short stuff in government offices. I was sweating like crazy, I was upset and tired, and so one bad thing after another happened. Even if I was positive, probably some of these things would have happened. But my whole attitude on this day was negative. I was tired, I was hot, I was not enjoying the Philippines in this moment or my life in this moment because I just had to go to this immigration office. Everything was annoying, so I was annoyed. And this whole thing that could have been a nice adventure actually and a very fun story, it's still kind of a fun story, but this whole experience could have been very positive, but in this moment it was a totally negative thing for us. To make a long story short, when you have a positive attitude towards life, when you're enjoying life, when you are friendly and open, when you see every day as full of opportunities and you try to have fun, your whole attitude will make it a lot easier for you to go through difficulties. In this moment where everything kind of sucks, You just have to remember that you can't change the world, but you just can change how you react towards the world. So this is the thing that you can actively influence. I can't change the Philippines, I can't change the attitude of the bus driver, I can't make taxis cheaper so that I can just travel everywhere by taxi or something. But I can change how I react towards all those things, how I view it, how I see it, or how I enjoy it or not. This is what I can actively influence. And instead of thinking so much about the problem and try to get rid of it, I'd rather work on myself and how I receive all those problems, because this is what I can do. So even if you don't feel it, even if you have a difficult day, try to do this intentionally. Try to be joyful, try to laugh, try to be open to people, be friendly, be kind, be inviting, and good things will come to you. I hope you enjoyed this little motivational video. Just write down in the comments if you'd like to see more of those motivational videos. This was the first one, so have a little bit of patience with me. Check out my other social media channels like Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you aren't already, and I see you in the next video.